Did you know you could lose everything you've built in your entire life just because of a few mistakes after 70? It's a tough thing to think about, especially when you've spent decades building a life, a family, and a nest egg meant to carry you through retirement with comfort and dignity. And yet many older adults unknowingly face risks that could quietly drain their savings, undermine their independence, or leave them vulnerable to manipulation, financially and emotionally. The truth is, protecting your assets in your later years takes more than common sense. It requires awareness, strategy, and a few grounded rules that often go unspoken. In this video, we're diving into 4 essential rules that every older adult should know to protect their wealth and peace of mind after 70. These aren't just suggestions, these are tested principles drawn from real-life experiences, subtle warning signs, and lessons learned the hard way. You'll learn how small decisions can have big consequences and how to spot the quiet mistakes that could cost you everything. From protecting your legal rights to staying sharp with your everyday expenses, each rule offers insight into how to age with both wisdom and strength. Stay with us until the end because this isn't just about holding on to your money. It's about preserving your freedom, your dignity, and the sense of security you've earned over a lifetime. Even one small shift in how you approach your financial decisions can make a huge difference, not just for you, but for your loved ones too. And if you're someone who thinks you're already careful enough, this might surprise you, because the biggest risks often come from the places we trust the most. Let's begin. Number 1, the danger of giving someone full control over your finances. As we grow older, we cherish the comfort of close relationships, often trusting our children, relatives, or even friends with our financial matters to simplify our lives. I recall the story of an 82-year-old gentleman named Gerald. Gerald had always been independent, but in his later years he decided to add his nephew to his bank account to help manage online bill payments. At first it seemed like a small convenience. Gerald trusted his nephew implicitly, believing that familial bonds would protect him from any missteps. Unfortunately, over time, the nephew began making frequent withdrawals, using the account as if it were his own. What started as a trusted arrangement slowly became a cause for financial distress. By the time Gerald discovered what was happening, the bank informed him that, legally, the transactions were permitted under joint account rules. These unforeseen complications remind us that even well-intentioned gestures require careful planning and gentle oversight to completely preserve our independence. This situation, while heart-wrenching, is not isolated. Many older adults inadvertently face similar challenges when they grant someone unchecked authority over their finances, be it through joint accounts, power of attorney, or co-signing loans. Even when we mean well, our trusted loved ones may make decisions that, unintentionally, risk our hard-earned savings. According to recent studies, nearly 20% of older adults have experienced some form of financial mismanagement by those they trusted. This is a stark reminder of how important it is to maintain your own financial control, especially as you mature. Maintaining vigilant control over our financial decisions empowers us to secure our cherished savings while honoring our life's hard work. Imagine for a moment if you could revisit that feeling of independence you had in your early adulthood, a time when every decision was yours to make. It's a reminder that while sharing responsibilities can bring comfort, we must do so with clear limits and safeguards. Legal tools such as limited power of attorney, revocable trusts, or monitored accounts provide a balance. They offer you help when necessary without stripping away the decision-making power that defines your independence. Embracing these protections fosters lasting self-reliance and nurtures the steadfast spirit that fuels every meaningful decision in our later years. Reflecting on the simplicity of your younger days, what memory best represents a moment when you felt completely in control of your own destiny? Number 2, the silent drain of recurring expenses and outdated financial commitments. Over time, the quiet hum of monthly expenses can erode your financial security without you even noticing. Consider the case of Sandra, a vibrant 76-year-old who enjoyed the little comforts of home. Sandra, like many, had subscriptions and services set up long ago, services she no longer used. Her daughter, out of genuine concern, once reviewed her credit card statements. What they found was astonishing. 3 separate identity protection services, 2 streaming platforms she seldom touched, and an unused gym membership that dated back to pre-pandemic days. In total, these recurring charges amounted to nearly $3,000, 0 cents a year. For someone on a fixed income, every dollar counted. These insignificant monthly charges slowly accumulate, threatening a well-planned lifestyle and prompting the need for vigilant expense management and reassessment. This example illustrates a subtle yet dangerous trap, a silent drain on your hard-earned savings. Often we hold on to subscriptions and services out of habit or reluctance to change, even if they no longer serve us. Statistics indicate that many seniors lose an average of 10% of their annual income to redundant expenses, a figure that can add up over the years and diminish the quality of life. Such hidden leaks gradually erode your financial stability, diminishing both your savings and the sense of security you've diligently built. Yet, within every challenge lies an opportunity. The key here is to regularly review your expenditures. Sit down with a trusted friend or family member, or even consider using simple online financial management tools designed with older adults in mind. These tools help identify and cancel services that no longer add value to your life. Remember, reclaiming those dollars isn't just about saving money, it's about reclaiming your independence and reducing that underlying anxiety that comes from watching your resources slip away. By reassessing your spending habits, you protect your income while renewing confidence to enjoy life's simple pleasures and lasting joy. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 2 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 3, the importance of diversifying your income sources. For many of us, our income in retirement tends to come from a limited number of sources, whether it's Social Security, a pension, or personal savings. This reliance can leave us vulnerable when unexpected expenses arise or when economic conditions change. Let's talk about Frank, a 74-year-old retired school teacher. Frank had always prided himself on living within his means. However, as property taxes crept higher and medical bills began to pile up, his regular pension and Social Security payments struggled to cover his growing needs. It was then he discovered that diversifying his income could be a lifeline. Frank converted a portion of his savings into a modest annuity and began renting out part of his garage to a local artist. These small, steady income streams may not have made him wealthy, but they offered a measure of financial breathing room and, more importantly, peace of mind. Embracing multiple income sources not only boosted his earnings, but also reduced worry, ensuring a stable and resilient retirement lifestyle. Diversification doesn't necessarily mean venturing into high-risk investments or starting an entirely new career. It can be as simple as adding another facet to your income. According to recent surveys, nearly 40% of older adults have found that even an extra $100, 0 cents, to $200, 0 cents a month can ease financial pressure significantly. This extra income can cover essential costs, from prescriptions to groceries, or even afford you that long-awaited visit from family members. Small additional funds provide unexpected relief, allowing seniors to handle emergencies while enjoying extra comforts and moments of joyful living. There's a profound sense of empowerment that comes with knowing you are not tied to a single financial stream. It's a sentiment echoed in many of the life lessons from the elderly that have been passed down through generations. These lessons remind us that no matter how established our routine might be, small changes can dramatically enhance the quality of our lives. A diversified income strategy can lighten the load and allow for spontaneous joys, the freedom to say yes to an unexpected outing with a friend, or to indulge in a simple pleasure that brightens your day. Realizing financial independence through diversification instills confidence, uplifts the spirit, and opens doors to new adventures and, indeed, cherished memories. Think back to a time when a little extra help or a new opportunity unexpectedly turned your day around. How did that change your perspective on life? And what did you learn from that experience? Number 4. The hidden risks of outdated estate plans and neglected beneficiary designations. Many people believe that once they've created a will or set up a trust, their estate is protected and there's nothing more to worry about. But the truth is, estate plans are living documents. If they're not reviewed and updated regularly, they can become traps rather than safeguards. Outdated documents, unclear instructions, or old beneficiary designations can lead to costly legal battles, strained family relationships, or assets ending up in the wrong hands altogether. Unfortunately, most people don't realize the damage until it's too late to fix it. Take the story of Harold, an 81-year-old retired engineer. He had written his will back in his 60s, when his children were still young and his financial situation was very different. At that time, he named his older brother as executor and listed an ex-girlfriend as the beneficiary of a small life insurance policy. Fast forward 20 years, his brother had passed away, his relationship with his children had matured beautifully, and he hadn't spoken to the ex-girlfriend in decades. But because he never updated his paperwork, the insurance money went to someone who no longer played a role in his life, and his children had to navigate the courts to sort out the rest. Situations like Harold's happen more often than you'd think. Life changes, maybe you've remarried, perhaps someone you trusted has passed on or moved away, or maybe you've acquired new assets or sold off old ones. All of these shifts affect how your estate should be handled, and if your documents don't reflect those changes, the courts will be left to interpret your intentions, and they may get it wrong. Another common oversight is forgetting to check beneficiary designations on retirement accounts, life insurance policies, or bank accounts. These designations actually override what's written in your will. That means if your will says one thing but your account paperwork says another, the account beneficiary wins. It's a quiet loophole that has left many families shocked and heartbroken, especially when an estranged relative or ex-spouse ends up receiving assets meant for someone else. People often avoid revisiting these documents because they find them overwhelming or emotionally difficult. No one likes to think about what will happen after they're gone, but updating your estate plan isn't about preparing for the inevitable, it's about protecting your legacy. It's about making sure the people you care about are looked after the way you intended, and about preventing confusion, conflict, and unnecessary expenses down the road. Reviewing your estate plan doesn't have to be complicated. A good first step is simply to read through your will, trust documents, and any accounts with named beneficiaries. If anything feels outdated, unclear, or inconsistent, bring it to a qualified estate attorney or financial advisor. It's also wise to have a conversation with your loved ones so they understand your wishes and feel included in the process. This way, they're not left guessing or scrambling in a time of grief. Remember, estate planning is not a one-time event. It's a reflection of your evolving life values and relationships. Keeping it current is one of the most loving and responsible things you can do, not just for your assets, but for the people you care about most. By taking the time to update your plans, you're preserving peace, clarity, and dignity for both yourself and those who follow after you. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 4 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Final thoughts. As we come to the end of this video, please take a gentle moment to think back on the 4 important rules we have shared today. Which one touched your heart the most? Was it the advice on keeping control over your finances, reducing unnecessary expenses, creating extra streams of income, or making sure your estate plans are always up to date? Each of these rules carries its own wisdom, and together they form a strong foundation that can help you live your later years with confidence, clarity, and peace of mind. This is more than just about money. It's about your freedom, your dignity, and the power to shape the life you desire. It is a common misconception that growing older means surrendering control, but in reality, you hold more power than you may think. Every small decision you make can either protect your future or put it at risk. The good news is that it is never too late to choose a better path. Whether that means taking a careful look at your bank statements, updating your legal documents, or simply asking for advice from someone you trust. Each small step you take sends a strong message. Your future still matters. You have worked hard all your life to build what you have, and now is the time to safeguard that hard-earned legacy, not only for yourself, but also for the people who care about you. Thank you for spending these moments with us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment and share one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts mean a great deal to us, and they encourage us to keep creating content that informs and inspires. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who may need this reminder too. Your support helps us continue to provide thoughtful guidance and inspiration. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.